Hi there, this is Joe from ShopTo, and this is the ShopTo Gaming Show, Episode 5. Once again, joined by Dan.
Hello.
But no James this week, unfortunately. But oh well, we'll crack on. So, let's get a move on. Woohoo! Okay, exciting week. It's battle, as we're recording this, it's morning.
Going on, isn't it, I think?
Yeah, it's morning now, and it's Battlefront launch day as well, which is quite exciting.
My game. I'm sitting here at the door waiting for the postman to drop it through, and it hasn't turned up. Boo.
I know, where are you, postman? I'm waiting for the postman to drop my Battlefront, Star Wars DualShock through the post, because I got one.
Nice.
Even though, I don't know, people don't like it. Some people don't like it, some people do, but I've got a feeling it'll look nicer in the flesh. Do you know what I mean?
What is it? What does it look like?
It's got a black glossy controller with Star Wars embossed on the trackpad, but the buttons are grey, and there's one red button, and the thumbsticks are grey, and it's got one red shoulder button and one blue, so it's kind of based on Darth Vader, is he? Darth Vader's chest. That's what it's based on. So, I don't know. I just thought it'd be nice because I've got all these. I've got DualShock 4s growing at my ears. I don't know why, but this time round I seem to have started collecting them.
It's a weird thing to collect, I must admit. Controllers, I mean.
No, it's a bit weird, but I don't know. I've just saw the blue one, and I thought, well, I like that. And then I saw a red one, and I thought, well, I like that. And then there was the anniversary one, obviously. And I thought, well, I've got to have that. Yes. And then there was a gold one. I'm thinking, gold? That's pretty cool. And then there's...
Do you have them on your shelf, do you, or anything like that? Or?
Well, to be honest, the anniversary one's the only one sitting on the shelf. The red one's sitting behind me because I use that, and the white one and the other one are charging. So I've always got one on charge. So that's a good idea, I reckon. But actually, I've got the blue one downstairs, so I use that downstairs. Although it's hit that problem where the thumbstick rips.
I've got one, so kind of like... I only have one that came with the console.
Is it ripped? Is the thumbstick worn away? No, see, it is in my blue one, but it isn't in any of the others. I probably use the blue one the most, to be fair. Oh well. Anyway, that gets off the subject of Battlefront.
You play your PlayStation more than your Xbox, I'm the other way around.
Yeah, I do. But oh well. So Battlefront launches today. We had some news that Fallout 4... I'm trying to stick to the same subject, but sort of mix it in with Battlefront. Fallout 4 ships 12 million copies in its launch, right? So maybe do you reckon Battlefront will ship? Do you reckon Battlefront will whack that? Do you think it will outsell it? I don't know. Well, EA...
I reckon half of that.
EA reckon are hoping to sell, I think, 9 million. Now, I don't know if that's all in, or I doubt that's at launch. So they're hoping to. I think they're hoping the series can get between 9 and 12 million. So that's probably over the course of its sort of life, which is good numbers, really. So for Fallout 4 to ship,
I think that's a little ambitious. I think as well.
Yeah, it's possibly, but we'll see. I mean, when the movie comes out, it might get a boost and stuff as well. But a lot of people I know have got it. I mean, I don't know anybody who doesn't have it.
That is true, actually. There's a lot of people on Facebook and Twitter last night counting down with their preloads on the PlayStation and getting quite excited. So, yeah.
It's going to sell loads, I think, and it's such a fun, casual game. That's what I like about it. I've been playing it a lot. I mean, you know me, I'm not a massive shooter fan, am I?
Yeah.
But it's, what do you mean? Yeah, no, you're meant to say. No, but I'm not a massive shooter fan, but I just find it real fun. I mean, I've been playing what's that mode I've been playing? God, I'm not awake yet. I'm not in my coffee. The mode I've been playing is like it was one where I said to you that the other modes are all fairly similar sort of thing. I'll probably only play Fighter Squadron and Walker Assault, but I've been playing this other mode where it's just basically a sort of little group of players on each side, and you just kind of go at it. I'm going to look it up and see what it's called because I've forgotten.
Team Deathmatch, probably something similar to that.
It's kind of like a team deathmatch, yeah. That's basically what it is. But I guess it's because it's based in the Star Wars, different areas of Star Wars, that is what makes it fun, I guess. Blast. Yeah, that's what it's called, Blast. A classic team deathmatch mode with a Star Wars Battlefront twist. Fast-paced and packed with chaotic fun. Blast pits 10 rebels against 10 Imperials in a fight to finish. That's all it is. I found myself playing that more than any other mode, and I really never thought I would. I thought I'll be playing Fighter Squadron or I'll be playing Walker Assault or whatever, but that mode is so fun, and I think it's because...
I like Capture the Base kind of modes, I must admit, so I'm looking forward to that sort of mode.
Yeah, I think what's appealing about Blast is the maps, you know? They're just... The maps is brilliant. They're just quite compact, so you're running about, and I love the equipment you get. So I'll see a bunch of them over there saying I'll just throw a grenade and blow them all up. There's this pheromone powder pickup you can get as well as you run through the game, and when you throw that at them, it just goes poof, and takes everybody out.
You see, I'm a bit worried because I'm going to go into play this morning, hopefully, if it turns up before I go out, and everyone's going to be playing this game for like hours and hours on end, and it's going to absolutely destroy me.
That doesn't happen really, from what I think. It's obviously I'm not that great, so my character's only level 7 at the moment, but and which has just unlocked these new abilities, which I kind of know how we were talking about that some can have limited uses.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, they open up in level 7. And
right.
It's things like steady shot and stuff, so it just gives you a helping hand sort of thing. But you need
to have for any stormtrooper out there, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, but the thing is, these pickups I'm talking about, like that pheromone powder, you can pick that up just within the map. So obviously, if you pick that up, it doesn't matter what level the others are. You just chuck it at them, you blow them all up. So I mean, although there is advantages obviously to playing longer, you're still kind of got a bit of a helping hand at the lower levels, and you do level up really fast to begin with as well. So
that's good. Yeah,
I'm pretty impressed with it. And
I'm sure they'll throw in some like XP weekends, won't they, just to help boost a few people.
Yeah, but
games will tend to.
Very impressed. Also, looking at some more news, Rainbow Six beta launches on November 25th to 29th. It's an open beta, so I think anyone can play that. So that's interesting. Is that something you'll be playing?
Not in the slightest.
Nah, it's not really my...
I mean, not really my cup of tea. I've tried numerous times to play Rainbow Six games, and I've found them boring, laborious, and just there's no excitement in them. What's that dude called? Sam Fisher one. That's a Rainbow Six offshoot, isn't it? Am I right in thinking that? Or I've been a complete tool thinking that.
I don't know. Don't ask me. I know nothing about that.
I just fight about games. I don't actually read.
Are you talking about Tom Clancy?
That's the guy. Is that a similar sort of thing?
What are we talking about?
It's even the same company. Yeah, Tom Clancy games, yeah.
Yeah, Rainbow is that Six not the same thing? Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, he done... oh man,
you just lost me there. I went off on a tangent.
Sorry, no, I've not played him for a while. Sam Fisher, you know the guy with the 3 little green things on his head, does loads of stealth and just kills people.
Splinter Cell.
Used to be voiced by... Splinter Cell. Thank you. Oh, my word.
See, I wasn't paying attention. As soon as we started talking about Rainbow Six, I was kind of falling asleep. So
I like that offshoot, but I weren't too keen on the kind of the more in-depth games. They never really gelled with me. I don't know why.
So
I think because my experience of one of them was the Dreamcast, and it was just so slow-paced that and I'm not since then didn't want to touch them.
Oh, so then the beta's coming out November 25th anyway. Right, before we go on with the news, I just want to mention for anyone listening, we do have a new iTunes feed now. So if you're currently subscribed, then that feed is going to die basically. So you'll need to search for the ShopTo Gaming Show on iTunes or get the links from all the descriptions and subscribe to the new feed. I thought I'd best mention that because
What's the new feed called?
It's the ShopTo Gaming Show.
There you go.
So, It will be in all the descriptions anyway, but it's worth mentioning just so you can find it and subscribe. And okay, give us some nice reviews as well, would be nice. So yeah, okay. Anyway, we'll move on for that. Right, we've talked about Rainbow Six, talked about Fallout, talked about... Oh no, we haven't talked about Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider. Wanted to mention this because it was 4th in the charts, and apparently the sales weren't all that, but then I guess that's to be expected, isn't it, when it comes out?
They pitched it at one of the busiest times of the year against some seriously big competition, so 4th's pretty good going.
Yeah, we've got some questions about that actually, but we'll get back to them in a minute. We'll just finish the news. So Call of Duty's getting a double XP event this weekend. Have you been playing Call of Duty at all anymore?
A fair bit, but I think since reviewing it, you sent me a copy of Xenoblade Chronicles X, so that's been taking up an awful lot of my time. But I'm tempted to dip in actually again for a bit of XP just so I can get a bit more. Level up my carrot.
A lot of people are saying it's one of the best Call of Duties in a long time. I haven't played it really.
The multiplayer is good fun, so I was really impressed how good it looked, how seamless the online experience was. There's no hassle at all, considering I imagine a lot of people had jumped on that on day of release. Yeah. And my experience of other games, laggy or just downloading loads of extra patches, this was straight in and it went straight to the action, which you can't fault for that. They really worked hard on that, which is great. Okay. They do need to work a little bit more on the campaigns, but multiplayer, perfect.
Another bit of news I find interesting is that the Drive Club Season Pass has been reduced to $4.99 on PSN.
See, now I'm going to buy that now. That's quite a tempting price.
Oh, it's amazing. Do you have the actual game?
Yeah, I bought the physical copy. Or what? Did I buy a physical copy? Or did I download it? I can't remember now. But I played. I started picking up on it sort of middle of this year. Joined the club, drove around a bit, really enjoying it, and then the DLC was getting so frequent and so much good stuff like the rain, the weather effects and things like that I thought I'll hold back until it comes down in price, and lo and behold,
it's pretty
$4.99. Can't beat that, can you?
It's literally this week only, I think, so be fast.
Yeah,
but it doubles the game, doubles the size of the game, and then you've got that Drive Club bikes as well if you're into bikes. I just think the support for that game is absolutely amazing. It's just unbelievable.
Well, speaking of racing games, there's also The Crew. They've got something coming out, haven't they?
Oh yeah, a new DLC, is it?
It's a separate game, or is it DLC? I'm not sure about this.
I've not really looked into it, to be honest, that one.
Right.
So, but I can look into it.
The Crew had the potential to be an amazing game, but I think it lacked a little bit on the connection side of things. Being an online-only racing game, I think it was a little bit affected by, again, server issues. So I'll be quite tempted to dip into this one again, because if they've got the server sorted out, this could be another good racing game to own.
Did you review that one, did you?
I did, yes, if I can remember. It was huge. It was very impressive. The races took you through pretty much all of America, and there's so many different areas like swampland, street cities. It felt amazing just driving through all these areas.
Yeah, it's called The Crew Wild Run, by the way. It's a free update, and it includes updated graphics, new lighting effects, redesigned areas adapted for all types of vehicles, and an all-new weather system.
You say that's a free update?
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a bit about it on the news site. There was a lot more on the news site. I don't even remember writing that. Must have done it in my sleep. So, just type some news.
You were quite flat out after the weekend off, wasn't you? So.
Oh yeah, I did. I put news out my mind for the weekend because it was my birthday, so that was nice to kind of try and get that out of my head. Okay, yeah, I forgot I had some Battlefront news. I should have talked about this at the start, so we'll just do it quickly. EA's apparently got big plans for Star Wars.
Well, they sounds like should do, shouldn't they? Yeah, it's obvious statements to make.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be. Certainly, there's going to be another Battlefront based sounds of things, because their license lasts 10 years or something. Right. So, and also, I think there's the Visceral game. Is that how you say it, Visceral?
The guys that done
Dead Space.
Dead Space.
And their game will be good because it's Amy Hennig, who is the writer on Uncharted before she got fired or thrown out or whatever. So I think that'll be pretty good. So that's something.
Why would you fire one of the good
I
things
don't know.
about-
I think they just wanted to go in a different direction, to be honest. It's just one of these things.
That's like that with Destiny, that like the person that created the amazing music and the storylines for Halo, Bungie then sacked him or they parted ways when it comes to Destiny.
Yeah,
So that was one of the best things about the game.
bit weird doing this stuff. Artistic differences, we'll call it. Also, our thing I meant to mention about Battlefront was that it lets you pick your own maps before matchmaking. This might not be a big deal to a lot of people, but it's not really that obvious. So I kind of mentioned it for your benefit as well. What are you playing on Xbox?
The Xbox One, yeah.
Yeah, so on Xbox, what button's square on Xbox? Is it X? I think it's X. Yeah, it's on the right. It's X. So, like, there's this little option down bottom. It just says press X, choose map. So whenever you select a mode, you can just press start straight away, and it'll matchmake you, and you'll just go in the match. But if you push X, you can actually choose a map for each of the modes, so you don't need to stick in the same map all the time. So, and then
Are you finding the servers and the load up? They're quite quick.
Yeah, they're quick. Yeah, so once you choose your map, you can then matchmake on that map, and it'll just team you up.
Okay.
So, because Walker Assault, I just thought to myself, Walker Assault, that's on that snowy map. You'll just be playing on there all the time, but you can actually play it in 4 different places. So it gives it a wee bit of variety. So I just thought I'd mention that because it's nice that it's there, but it's not like it's not like anything you wouldn't expect, I don't suppose. But so there we go. Okay, so let's move on to our chat feature. This week, I kind of wanted to get back to EA Access a little, because after our chat last week, I went on NeoGAF and I had a discussion on Twitter about it, just saying, because
discussion or rant?
Yeah, rant / discussion. Well, what it is that something James said got me saying, like, if you pre-order the game, why shouldn't you get the access that those people pay and get, right? So I thought, right, well, that's a fair point, is it not? So I've said in my post, people who buy the game should get early access along with the people who pay £20 a year for the early access, because I thought it was a fair point. But then all of a sudden you had all these people sticking up for EA going, oh well, then EA would lose money and stuff if they done that, blah blah blah.
Well, there's two sides, and yeah, I mean, I'm kind of, I could take both sides actually. On the one side, harsh for the people that have pre-ordered the game that they got to wait. You know, it would be nice to give them that option to say, you know what, you bought the game, here you go, here's access to this game. On the other side, EA, in quite a shrewd move, have given essentially quite a lot of people a free demo of a game that haven't brought it yet, and they want to obviously get as many people to play this game to say, I want to buy this. So
yeah, but then on the flip side, there's a lot of people who have played it for 10 hours and had their fill. So is that a good thing?
Well, that's always going to be the problem when you have an online-only game of that kind of size. So it is worth the risk, but also, I suppose, if people are always saying that, it's down to the gamer themselves to play it. You know what, I can put more time into this.
And then
they commit to buying it. I mean, that's the EA, that's all gold. That's money coming in the bank. It's like perfect. They're getting the money off the subscriptions, and hopefully they're getting a transfer from the subscription into actually owning a game. Well, that is, for them, perfect.
Yeah, so I can see both sides. I can see why people wouldn't want EA to give it to people who pre-order, but I think that would be the fair thing to do, personally. And another thing, a bit of news I held back because of this, is the NBA 2K16 is free on Xbox One this weekend. So
I saw that.
When you see that, and then you see EA Access charging £20 for that sort of privilege, you think to yourself, well, why? But I guess it's because you're playing it before release, whereas NBA K216 is already out. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. It seems a bit cheeky making people pay for what is essentially early access demo, isn't it?
Well, you're missing the point of the rest of the EA Access. There's a lot more stuff in there, which is a lot of other games you can play.
But It's like,
I mean, I think the most people that would have already had EA access would be for the extra games that they've got in there, and the Star Wars are just a little sweetener.
see, the extra games that are in there don't interest me because they're a year old. So I've moved on.
I'd also say probably to get a Star Wars license, EA had to probably put an awful lot of money up front here to get even looking on that. So they need to make as much money as they can back from it. I mean, Disney, I'm sure, have already made that whatever billion it was they paid for the rights to LucasArts and the Star Wars legacies, just in toy franchises. But EA have to earn that money back for the games.
Like you say, it was probably an awful lot of money, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be one of the biggest franchises in a long time, considering Disney have plans to release a film every year for the foreseeable future. There's a lot of money that EA could make off the back of that. So up front, they probably would have said, right, you need to really pay some good cash for us to give you this license.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, next topic I want to talk about is virtual reality. What's that song go like? Jamiroquai? Didn't he sing?
I hate Jamiroquai.
Didn't he sing a song about
I think that there's a
reality?
nice way of putting it. Well, yeah, I'm not going to say what we call him in the house. It's too rude. But I'm not a fan of him in the slightest.
Okay, I'm not going to find that song then. So virtual reality, obviously there's quite a few different devices, Oculus Rift and PlayStation VR, and doesn't Valve have its own one as well? I don't know. I'm sure Valve's got something going on. So what do you reckon about all this malarkey? Do you reckon it's the future?
I'm a bit stressed about how much it's going to cost me to buy all this stuff, because each and every one's got their own version coming out. It's like, wow, this is going to be on top of the consoles, a whole new level of console to purchase just to play games.
Yeah.
Which, as a consumer, I think, this is going to really hit the wallet hard.
See, to me, the one I'd be most interested in, obviously, because we're into consoles, is PlayStation VR. I mean, the others aren't really for consoles, they're for PC, so that's them ruled out for me, really. So I can't just focus on PlayStation VR, because I know it will work with my PlayStation 4 and with my camera. So all I need, and I've already got Move as well, so all I need is the device. I've got everything else already. So in that respect, that's quite good. And if it's $299, which is kind of rumoured, then that's not too bad, I don't think.
It's not too bad, but I really want them to support it as much as possible.
Yeah, that's my worry. I mean, from what I've seen,
to me,
from what I've seen so far, there's a good chance No Man's Sky will come out alongside it. So that's a big game that people are looking forward to, isn't it?
Yeah, and also it'd be interesting to see how they plan to release other games. So, like for example, No Man's Sky, is it going to have two modes in it? Is it going to have the regular PS4 mode, and then you've got the VR mode as well?
Yeah, that'd be interesting to know. Yeah, it'd be interesting
or you have to buy two games for it. I mean, that to me is a bit of a concern, because there could be some amazing games coming out, but only for the VR.
Yeah,
and to me that could be a bit weird. And is it going to be backwards compatible? Will you be able to play older games using the VR headset?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to know how it works, really. I think you'll probably be able to play all your PlayStation 4 games using it, but you'll just be playing them as if you've got a screen in your head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it will just be used as a screen for all the other games that are out now.
I'll be interested. I mean, it's going to really hurt your eyes, isn't it? I mean, I'm assuming there's a lot of technology behind the backlight. An example I actually found up a few days ago. I started seeing the 360 videos pop up on Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware of these. There's a Star Wars one, and I've seen the Blue Arrows one as well, which is so for a Star Wars one, you're in a land speeder going across Jakku.
Yeah.
And where it's like a gyroscope with your camera screen on your tablet. So wherever you point your tablet,
I've seen them actually. Yeah,
follows the camera, and to me, that is. I mean, it is seamless. I'm amazed by it. And the same with the airplane one with the Blue Arrows. You're in an airplane cockpit. You can look around you. You can see planes flying like feet away from you.
Yeah.
So to me, that working as a VR unit could be amazing, but it's just how it comes across. Yeah.
I mean, we can't really judge the PlayStation VR because we've not tried it. I mean, I've had numerous occasions I could have tried it, but the queue's been too big, and I'm like, oh god. Yeah. So I've never really get round to trying it, unfortunately. But
my experience of VR was the Trocadero Centre in London about 30 years ago.
Yeah, so I mean, it's hard for us to say, what's it going to be like? Based on feedback, though, it's brilliant. And my only worry is a lot of the games that come out when the device comes out are just going to be tech demos. So you've got games now like the Kitchen and the Heist and the one that are in the Shark Tank. I mean, I'm just worried a lot of them will be quite feel like demos of what it could be.
It's going to be like our generation's fireworks on the PlayStation or the dinosaur on the PlayStation 1, isn't it?
Yeah, there needs to be some fully fleshed out games when it launches if it's going to stand a chance, and that's why I think No Man's Sky.
Stuff in the back. I hope. Well, so I'm sure. I really do hope.
Yeah.
There's already stuff in the background they're working hard on.
Oh, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. No Man's Sky definitely, and then I think Drive Club's getting a VR mode.
I think it has more potential for me than the Kinect does and the original PlayStation camera, because I can still sit on my arse and play a computer game but look around.
I'm going to find it a bit weird standing up in the front room while everybody's just walking about doing their thing. But I do want to try because I think it could be quite exciting to do. I think it.
Well, for me, all I'm hoping is it's going to be I can still sit down. I can use a control pad or a wand or something just to move the character's hands around. And I can push forward on the joypad just to walk. That's what I want. Yeah. And I can just look around my head 360. I mean, that's to me, that is just the level of immersion that I'll be standing up, leaning forward to walk forward and things like that. Because that's when you start, even though it's real, the realism for a gamer actually it feels a bit backwards almost.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to. You could maybe even watch movies on it, so you could sit in your couch.
I hope so.
And watch movies. So that would be pretty cool, I think.
Well, sure you'll be able to. If you can play computer games on it, you must be able to just put it straight through onto your screen and watch a film. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy on a cinema screen an inch from your face. I mean, how cool is that?
Yeah. Imagine being able to kind of, what's the guy say, watch Star Wars on it. Do you know what I mean? On your VR, watching the new Star Wars. That's got to be good.
But at the same time, is it wired or is it wireless connection?
It's wired, I think.
I'd say then.
From what I've seen, it's wired.
Off-screen play, when you're doing like the off-screen play on the Vita, you can't watch films on it, which is for me a pain. But you can play games, so it might be something similar there. They won't release the codecs to allow you to transfer it across onto that if it's a film, but if it's a computer game, it's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Although there's licensing in it and stuff like that, it's all a bit too much law stuff for me.
We'll just need to see how it goes, but I think it could be interesting. Right, next thing I want to talk about was Nintendo NX. We know next to nothing about it other than it's probably coming out next year. But what I find interesting, what made me think about it was in Japan, the PlayStation's just hit 2 million sales. Obviously, that's a bit of news I missed actually. The Valkyrie Chronicles is being remastered. Remember that game?
You seem quite excited about this.
Love it.
Yeah,
it's so good. It's one of the best games. I'm not around Japanese style games, but that game's absolutely amazing. So they're remastering that and they're making a new one as well.
Was it a PS1 game, was it, or PS2, or
PS3 Valkyrie Chronicles?
Oh, okay, right.
So that's coming out, and it made me think, that's coming out. You've got Gravity Rush, you've got remastered, you've got a new Gravity Rush, you've got Nier, which is getting made. So there's quite a lot of sort of JRPGs, Japanese style games on the horizon. Last Guardian as well for PlayStation. So it made me think, well, it's hit 2 million now, but it's kind of just starting to get into its stride now. Look at all these games that are coming for it. And I'm thinking those 2 million sales could really pick up and move it on and get it real popular. But then I thought, well, Nintendo NX is probably going to come out at least, don't know, probably this time next year. in Japan, so we don't know what it is. But is that going to affect PlayStation? Say the Nintendo NX comes out and it's got all this third-party support and it's a more powerful console than both the Xbox and the PlayStation. Is PlayStation and Xbox sales just going to plummet?
Well, there's only a finite amount of people that will buy the games. It's not always going to expand. I mean, the Wii U was a complete... Sorry, not the Wii U. Sorry, the Wii, was revolutionary for Nintendo and will probably pay for an awful lot of bad calls for a long, long time to come. I don't know if it's going to affect... Nintendo got a lot of catching up to do again, I think. I think their identity has changed so much from what it was when it used to be Nintendo versus Sega.
Yeah.
Now it's, well...
They've never really felt like
Nintendo versus Sega. Now it's Sony versus Xbox. I mean, it's two completely different companies fighting at the top. And Nintendo have been a bit different now. To
me, Nintendo have never really felt like a company who third parties have took seriously. If you know what I mean.
I believe it's because they have an extremely high level of quality control. I know that was a problem a long time ago, where they had to see the quality on certain games, and I think most games had to go through Nintendo, and that caused a lot of disruption and grievance as well, probably to a lot of producers and programmers, whereas other consoles are a bit more lenient with what comes out. Nintendo were quite strict.
Yeah.
And to their own detriment, I think, now, because no one wants to program for them.
Yeah, I mean, but what's going to happen? I mean, say this, I've got a feeling I know what the Nintendo NX is before it releases. I've got a feeling it's like you're going to have this home console, and then you're going to have a handheld one, but they're going to be basically extensions. So the handheld will kind of be like an extension of the home console. So think about what Vita and PS4, but even like the Wii U tablet, kind of, and the sort of tablet you use now with the Wii U, but kind of like a DS version. So you kind of take it out with you, and then come home and continue your game.
You see, what freaks me out a bit though is that I mean, why would they want to hurt their handheld market, because it is so strong? I mean, the Game Boys, the Nintendo DSs, they are monsters for them. So though the logic seems to put towards that way, and obviously a lot of the reports talk about people saying this console is going to be kind of 2-in-1 almost, but that will directly affect the 3DS and the Nintendo DS series.
Yeah,
I don't know why they would do that, unless they want just to amalgamate it all into one. Because the handhelds make so much money and the consoles don't now.
I think the problem is that the mobile market in Japan's kind of eating into consoles and eating into everything, really. Yeah. So I think what they want to do is kind of get into that market, but by sticking to their traditional ways. So if they kind of go, oh, look, here's a new handheld, buy this, and then going, oh, but you'll get more out of it if you buy the console too, because you can then continue your games at home, sort of thing. So while you're all out, play this game, but when you go home, plug it into the console and keep going, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Did the Dreamcast do that with their little Tamagotchi jobby that you can take out the VM unit, weren't it?
Yeah, it does, unless, of course, completely wrong and it's something else. But I mean, I don't know. It's something we need to kind of just wait and see.
I must admit, I am, after playing Mario Tennis, I am a little concerned for Nintendo, because to me, they're going exactly the same way as what Sega went with the Dreamcast, which is the games that they were creating were brilliant arcade games, but they didn't have the content to sort of justify a home console release. There was loads of games on the Dreamcast that looked great, played exactly as you would have done in the units at the beach or in the arcades, but then you pay full price to take it at home. There was no depth to the game.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm a bit worried that Nintendo are starting to go down this route a little bit, and to me, that the alarm bells are going. I'm thinking, is this the end of what was used to be the powerhouse. Is that they've kind of lost their way a little bit? But
the thing is, they're
I think
making
next year
so
we'll
much.
see.
They're making so much money on those amiibo that they're not going to give them up easily. So they've got a part to play in the Nintendo NX. There's no doubt about it.
Oh yeah,
those are going to be somehow involved.
Oh, definitely.
So I mean, that's there to stay, I would say.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's going to be interesting. We'll just need to wait and see, I guess, won't we? See what happens. Okay, right. We're on to what we've been playing. We've talked about Battlefront a lot, and that's what I've been playing. I've also been playing Game of Thrones, obviously, which I mentioned.
We reviewed that a minute ago. That's why you mentioned it.
Also, Fallout 4. I've kind of dried up in Fallout 4 at the moment.
Weaned yourself off it a little bit.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I've kind of stopped playing it because Battlefront's come along, and that's more a sort of game you can just chuck in your machine and play, and then go and do something else.
I need to ask about Fallout 4 actually, because I've not the modding.
Yeah.
Can you do that on consoles? Am I right in thinking that?
I don't think the modding's available for console yet, but I think it's coming to Xbox first.
Yeah, I remember them announcing it. I was wondering if it's happened or not yet.
And then it's come to PlayStation later. You can't actually mod on the console. I think you can use mods that people have made on PC.
Oh, fair enough. I can understand that. I mean, the level of coding you're able to do coding and stuff on the console. Yeah. I
think I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's coming to Xbox soon.
Okay.
And then I think it's coming to PlayStation after that. So.
Look forward to it.
So yeah, that's quite interesting. I'll probably go back to Fallout at some point once that happens. And obviously I've been playing Rise of Tomb Raider as well, but not quite as much anymore because I've kind of played off a lot of it. And again, there's just so many games. I always get a problem at this time of year where you kind of have all these games on your shelf and you're a bit like, oh God, what do I play?
Which one do you put in? And then by the time you decide it, it's like, oh, I don't want to play this anymore.
No, and that's something that puts me off actually. When I've not played a game in ages, so let's just call it X game. I've not played X game in ages, and then I think to myself, oh, I'm going to go play that. I've got a spare 20 minutes, and then I put it in the machine, and it goes downloading patch. So 20 minutes go by, downloading the patch, and by that time I'm thinking, do you know what? I can't be bothered anymore. I'm on my way to do something else. Do you get that all the time?
Every time. It winds me up
so annoying. It's almost like you should just put your games in your machine now and again to make sure that the patches are downloaded.
I thought I turned something on both the PS4 and the Xbox One to download in the background.
Yeah, so did I.
Sometimes it does, but then sometimes it's like, no, you've got to update it.
Maybe it just doesn't do it for games that you've not played in a while or something. I don't know.
It might be, yeah. Oh God, it just winds me up so rotten.
It's so annoying because you just want to play a game.
It really is.
Don't you? Yeah. You're not in the mood. So, yes, that's what I've been playing. What you've been playing?
Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, which you reviewed the other day. Yeah, it's fun. It's more of a multiplayer game than a single-player experience. Like I say, it does concern me a little bit in the direction Nintendo are going in, especially after playing the, only recently, because I picked up quite cheap, the Mario Tennis game on the 3DS, which looks quite similar, but has so much more depth to it. Also, been putting a hell of a lot of time in Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Wii U.
You were going to say Destiny there.
No, actually, I've only had a little go on that this weekend. I'm surprised myself. I think Xenoblade I've been playing a lot more than I expected.
Yeah, although we can't talk about it.
I can't talk about it exactly, no, but there'll be lots more of that to come.
I was just making sure you weren't going to talk about it.
No, don't worry.
Don't you dare!
I'm waiting for Battlefront to drop through my letterbox. Doesn't turn up.
Where is it? I don't know.
I know.
Right, time for some user questions.
The post is normally here by now.
I'm desperate to play my games, but no. Time for some user questions. So, do you think First question is, do you think MS sent Tomb Raider out to die? Charming. Yeah. What do you think of that? I think they were in a difficult position, to be honest, because I don't know.
Uncharted was getting so much attention, they needed a rival, and
Yeah.
Lara Croft was that rival.
So they got that, and then obviously they were a bit stuck after that because they were like, when do we release it? Do we release it near Halo? Do we release it near Fallout, or do we release it near Battlefront? I mean, they were a bit stuck, weren't they?
Yeah.
It's
a very busy release schedule this time of year, and I think no matter when it was released, it was going to get affected. But I will say, at the same time, Fallout 4, not the brightest of ideas.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, really.
There's some money man somewhere in an office somewhere going, no, this is the best time because of this, that, and the other. They look at this stuff very carefully, and they sort of pine over all this paperwork and figures and stuff. So to Microsoft, Microsoft wouldn't be where they are today if they made bad calls all the time. I mean, sometimes maybe.
Yeah, sometimes you think. What I don't get is, why couldn't they release it? I guess they just wanted it out before Black Friday, but I just thought to myself, why can't they release it in early December? But because surely it would still get big sales, and a lot of the hype might have died down of all the other games then, and it would have been up against Rainbow Six and Just Cause 3, which, let's face it, are a bit sort of lesser titles in terms of hype.
They need it out there as well, just so people can put it on their Christmas lists.
Yeah, I just thought
it's
to
enough time
myself,
to get a bit of attention and say, I buy that, do you want that for Christmas? Yes, please, thank you.
I just thought to myself, why don't they do that? Why don't they release it in early December? But I mean, I don't know. It's a difficult one, isn't it? It's just like, I don't know. There's your answer. There's no answer. We don't know.
It's Black Friday this year anyway. You mentioned Black Friday then. When is that?
It's soon. Last Friday of the month, I think.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Oh.
Okay, if you could play... I swear we've been asked this question a million times, but let's just read it out. If you could play only one game this year, what would it be? Have we answered that?
My worry is, though, each time I answer it's a different game.
Yeah, I know. Well, mine's is going to be Battlefront now. I don't know what it was last time I get asked.
The thing is, though, you say that, I mean, it actually does change week to week because there's always a new game that comes around and you think, it's the best game ever. Or you go back to an old game and I've played for ages. A few weeks ago I said Destiny because I put so much time in it. Today, there's the other game that I can't talk about. Yeah.
Although you already mentioned its name anyway, so you just can't talk about it. Okay, if you could turn any game into a movie or vice versa, what would it be? I think we've answered that before as well. I think
any game into a movie,
or vice versa, a movie into a game. You know, I
Dark
like
Souls.
one.
I like the sound of that. That'd be a good game as a movie.
I need to think. That's a good question.
Particularly movies that are made into computer games do end up to be absolute tosh.
Oh, I know what I'd turn into a movie. Skyrim.
Yeah.
You never really get... I mean, Lord of the Rings, obviously, you get as a good fantasy movie, but can you think of really many really good fantasy movies?
Oh, there was that awful one by U-Bowl a while ago. I think that was actually based off a computer game, but I cannot for the life of me think of what it was called now.
Beowulf or something. Beowulf. No.
No, that's a that they also went to a game and a film and all sorts of shit. No, they
I love fantasy style ones, but most of the time
it had Jason Statham in it.
Oh, I don't know. Most of the time fantasy movies are really cheesy though. So Lord of the Rings was just like epic for me. I absolutely loved it. So it'd be great to have a movie like Skyrim or whatever. They are bringing out World of Warcraft as a movie.
They are, yes.
So
that does look quite
good.
interesting.
So that could interest me. I'm not really a fan of the game, I have to say. Or EverQuest would be a good movie as well. That sort of thing. Anything like that I would really like. Okay. Well, that's another Tomb Raider question. We've kind of probably covered that already. It's when would you have released Tomb Raider? But we
can't cover that.
I don't know when, so we'll just skip that. Okay, out next week is The Sims 4 Get Together on PC. Is that still a popular game, The Sims? What do you reckon?
I think it has quite a serious fan base still that sort of follow it. I dabbled a little bit when it came out on consoles. I don't know. I couldn't sit there and just create a world of my own like that. I don't fancy it at all. It doesn't appeal to me that way, that sort of game. But
I did play.
I can see why.
I did play it a little while, but then I got bored quite quickly, to be honest. That's about it for next week, actually. Kind of in the horizon after that, you've got games like Just Cause 3 on December 1st, Rainbow Six Siege December 1st, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam Bros on December 4th, and then Xenoblade Chronicles on December 4th. So yeah, so that's kind of all that's in the horizon. It's getting a bit quieter now. So that's...
December 4th, hopefully by then I would have completed it, because it's a big game.
Yeah, okay. Right, it's almost time to go, but before we do, I think we should have a game of positive or negative, because that was fun last week. I've not got any with swearing this week.
Oh.
It's a shame, innit?
I'll put your special effects on this time.
Okay, right, the first comment, positive or negative, at least. At least.
Oh, was that it? At least?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, because then...
What's the game for?
No, I'm not telling you, you just say positive or negative. At least.
Least. I would say that's positive.
Yeah, I guess it kind of is, because it says at least we can hear Dan now. You must have been quiet before.
That is a negative, I think.
Right, Joey, is this positive or negative? This is a bit of review. Awesome.
I'm guessing a negative.
Awesome review, Joe. I'll see you on the That's about Star Wars Battlefront. So it's positive. I can't ask people for negative reviews last week, and we never got any so far.
You know what? I'm happy with that. It means we're doing something right somewhere.
Yeah. Right, hold on. This is a tough one. Positive or negative? What an exhausting.
Oh, what exhausting. Probably referring to our podcasts. What an exhausting experience. Don't have to go for that again.
As
positive.
referring to our podcast, I'll give you that.
I go positive.
What an exhausting gaming week. My head is spinning and pocket spinning. LOL.
Yeah,
Quality podcast as always. Oh, thanks. That's sweet.
Oh, shucks.
And I think that's it. That's all I'm doing. That's it. If you want to leave some positive or negative comments, feel free to do it. And don't forget...
I'm now going to go outside and stalk the postman and ask where my stuff is.
Yeah, do that. Where's my Battlefront? Yeah, okay.
Where's my game?
We're wrapping it up anyway, so please don't forget to subscribe to us on ShopTo YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/ShopTo. You'll get all the links for downloading and iTunes and subscribing and all of that malarkey's below in the description, wherever you're getting this podcast from, whether it be YouTube or whether it be from our website. So thanks for joining us. We'll be back again soon, and we hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.